Alright, we're back. We're doing this again. Okay, weird time to tell me that I can skip. Okay, I kind of forgot where I was, which is funny because I'm recording this like 2 days after I did the first and the second one. But this might be going out around about Christmas time. I don't know, I'm really shit at finding dates, so I don't know. I don't know when it's coming out, but it should be. No, it'll be next Wednesday. Yeah. Not like it matters, you know. This probably isn't gonna get many views, honestly, but yeah, whatever. Word wise, I don't know. I don't really care. Just to pick the first word. Cheeks. uh, sure. I'm not really. I'm just kind of picking words. Fuck. I should have gone for left. Dream. like the Minecraft guy. Okay. Christ. I'm not looking forward to having to read things again. I'll have a drink first. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Odie. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. It's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all its contents spill. 2 coins. It's funny. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So you're either not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. That's me. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything, it was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Odie to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. Also get your own fucking money. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. That's funny. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, Throw. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. Yeah. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, fuck. Instead of the devil, there's the freak inside of me. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you would have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Okay, what the hell happened? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and topples onto the desk. Oh, what was that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine, I'm still really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her skirt and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Sounds like a sexual harassment charge. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's charge. Did you seriously just do that? Yeah, that's pretty freaky. She can get away with it, but if all of a sudden I do that to a girl, I'm facing 25 years in prison. Women get away with so much more. Most fools, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I haven't either. That's a bit strange. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Yeah, I take offense to that too. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club out after her boyfriend after... Oh, fuck. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Odie. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd love to get the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Alright, I may as well talk about something really funny that happened to me, I don't know, maybe like a couple months ago. But basically, for one of my classes I'm doing is music. And we have performed for music. And it was really funny because everyone was playing like basic pieces on, like the piano, the guitar, the keyboards. Maybe, some kid was playing Black Sabbath, which, good on him, but, it was like, some of my friends, they were, one of them, I think he played a song by Muse. He was also doing, like, the drums, and he did, like, a really basic drum beat. I know one of them did ABBA, and I think another one of them did Katy Perry. And before we do that, we have to stand up and say our piece. So, basically, one of them would go, "Oh, I'm playing Firework by Katy Perry on the keyboards." But this is where things get interesting. Because, I have an interesting taste in music. So I remember going up, standing, and saying, I'm going to be playing a song called Defleshed by Flies by Last Days of Humanity. And fair enough, everyone kind of looks at me a bit funny. And the music teacher, he says, defleshed by flies, like defleshed, like the removal of flesh. And I go, yeah. So then I sit down and I play Defleshed by Flies. And basically the teacher forced us to clap at everything because, we don't, I don't know, something about positive reinforcement or whatever. But I can tell, as soon as I stopped playing that, everyone was like, what the fuck did I just listen to? And what the hell just went on? So that was really funny, because, well, why wouldn't it be? Yay, The Flash by Flies. It was a really easy song to play too, but definitely not what I think anyone was expecting. I should play that again. Okay, right, I guess we're doing this again. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Anyways, it looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finishes her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all of the clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Yeah, come on, the literature club, I haven't joined it. Considering I've played this game before and, what's about to happen. If there's a literature club at my school, yeah, not good. I can't think of anything worse than a literature club. Problem is that the idea of literature, right, I've already read that. But it's not like that at all, we just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, Adobe will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is talking really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I guess we could cupcakes. Well, we're on the EDP streak. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right, Natsuki loves to make cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes to speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes is it? Seriously, cupcakes? Go for cookies. Everyone likes cookies. That being said, I'm biased because I don't like cupcakes, but I don't know. Go for chocolate. I'd say something about the lactose intolerant people, but come on, being allergic to fucking milk, that's embarrassing. I'm hungry. Me too. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get in my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall off my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? There should be a napping club at school, honestly. I'd pay good money. I would No, I wouldn't pay good money to nap at school, but I would go there for sure. I could imagine there would be a pretty good turnout rate too, but you know, I can imagine it'd be filled with kids just sticking around. So I don't know, maybe it would be a great environment to sleep, but hey, I can sleep through anything. We're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime. You'll need to get used to it. Well, I'm sorry, but I have insomnia, and the sleeping meds don't work very well. That's a true story, by the way. Yeah, I went to bed at like 4 last night, and I got up at like 9 or 10 or something. I'm really tired. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten off on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to just get right. Same. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either, and there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe up the stain with my finger, but no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend? Jesus, that's brutal. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I sort of button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Dad, this is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh, if you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner or later that it doesn't fit you anymore. God. It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't let you do things like this, and you take care of me better than any. And you take care better than me. And yeah, I'm gonna give up. I did not pick a good game because I am terrible at reading. That's why my views are so low. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all of these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just try and focus on waking up a little earlier. Or if you focus going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay. Odie, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. I may as well just go for whoever is at the top. Oh my goodness, this is really good, Odie. I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall, can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. You sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Yeah? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an ode poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the chest against her chest. Sayori hugs the... Oh my god. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. It makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. But then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, do you want to write something special for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might just end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems, but sometimes I like sad poems, or sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word of that. There's a word like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Wow, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Unexpectedly poetic. It's unexpectedly kind of gay. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Odie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Right, I'm not reading this. Or am I? Yeah, no. No. Hell no. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday that I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly, but maybe it's because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Never mind, I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good, you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Me. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes, it makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Well, I could admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. It's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Do you think so? Well, yeah, I guess since you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's, excuse me? It's mean. Fuck you, bitch. But, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever way it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show you my poem here. Yeah, no. Not bad, right? Yeah. Lame, lame, lame. Yeah, I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm not reading any of this. Yap, 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 yap. I don't care. I'm not into poems. Oh, Christ, it's disgusting. Let me see what you've written for today. Hmm. This is pretty good, Odie. Were you just influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see that's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it, of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Yeah, I'm not even glancing at it. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Yeah, I didn't read it. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Okay, this is more poem stuff I really can't be asked reading. Hi, Cat Odie. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Not like I have a choice, but sure. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I would be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are really different. That may be the case, but there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being, even if you show it in different ways. It ends up being more similar than you'd think. So that's the kind of vibe I get when I'm reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? You'd know. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyways, if you want to read my poem now, I like the way this one turned out, and I hope you do too. So let's take a look. Save me. Real. It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. Yeah, whatever. More poem stuff that I don't care about. Right, the Monica one is really. Don't forget to save your game. What the hell? Christ, fourth wall break. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? So if we can put together anything good in just a few days, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much, we're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need not much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica, yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is that we're also going to let anyone come up and recite poems too. Right, cool. Sure. So I was putting it all on posters just in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. I don't bloody think so. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Yes. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I completely understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri had never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm really sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on good performances, then it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, it's one of those reasons that we're on this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do, I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree, I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine, I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright, phew, thanks Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh, I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is serious. Oh yeah. Right. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how can you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Could I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is called The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bring the words to life. Is it something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Doesn't seem right. Chorus applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. I bet you're all loving this, because, the way that I'm talking is so unbelievably deadpan. This is about as enthusiastic as I get. Maybe this is why I don't have many subscribers. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks to the front of the classroom. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. Wait, hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna be a minute. Alright, I'm back. Yuri's voice... Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quaffing words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. This poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. It's supposed to be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps inside of her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we're caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's a poem, so it will come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made to the perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is, it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Odie liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? I guess it came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poem that wouldn't work quite well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that sort of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, who's next? Natsuki. Don't leave me before Odie. It's like I can compare to you guys anyways. Excuse me? I might as well just go for it. It's not like I have a selection of what to read. Guess I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as anyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called Why Are You Looking At Me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Like the Van Halen song. It would be great if there was a Van Halen club at school. But, once again, nothing nice ever happens here. Nothing nice ever happens to me. So, why would there be a Van Halen club at school? Natsuki takes a deep breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel more like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well, at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I would think it'd be the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That being said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. I know it might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. I should probably try and find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, right. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Right, Monday. Maybe this is why Garfield hates Mondays. Maybe it's not because he has a job or anything like that, because, he's a cat that does nothing. But maybe it's because his favorite anime waifu kills herself. Yeah, that's it. That's why Garfield is so depressed. I mean, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to fit. I'm the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Why did you go, Sayori? Yeah. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be nice, though. Well, yeah. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Oldie, you don't have to say it. I mean, for the record, it is much nicer to, like, go home and, like, go home with somebody, you know, because, like, for pretty much the entire time I was at school, I took the bus home. Well, I took the school bus home. And, yeah, basically, you know, I wasn't friends with anybody in the bus. I'm not friends with anybody where I live. You know, so basically I just sat in the bus and, you know, listened to music or whatever. Whereas now, I take a public bus that stops right by my house. You know, so basically I have to wait like an hour for the bus, but I get to hang out with my friend. You know, so, I mean, for the record, it's better doing it. It's better, you know, waiting. It makes such a big difference. You know, like, I'm sure, you know, if you guys, you know, walk home with your friends, I'm sure there's a day where one of them has been off, or all of them has been off, or you've had to go home early for an appointment, or whatever. Yeah, there's a really big difference there. You know, so, it's great. It's like, I don't really get to finish an album, though. Like, I've listened to it through school, you know, in one of my free periods or something. You know, like, it sucks, because, you know, I just usually don't get to finish them off, whereas I just finish an album off, you know, like on the bus or something. You know, but, whatever. Not that big a deal. It's okay, Oldie, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. Trust me, I know what she's talking about. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're putting me on the spot here. Oh, God, this is the first choice I've had to make in ages. Well, the first choice I've actually had to think about. I've not made any choices that I've really thought about today. Well, in game. God, I sound like that is there. Fucking in game. Yeah, oh, God. Realistically, yeah, I would 100% walk home with a girl instead of my friends, but I guess in this situation, I probably would still walk home with Sayori. You really think I did you for Yuri, but she's so beautiful and smart. Geez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that for you. You're so silly, Odie. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she would, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry, besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about, for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away, so who knows what will happen in that time. Alright, we're gonna end it here. Yeah, you can see the day. I don't know when. Probably next Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. Soon, though, probably. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for sticking around if you have, but not like there is anyone that's been watching this far. Bye.